Alright, e-bikers, here's the Jasion X-Hunter. It's a dual suspension e-bike. Came to me courtesy of the company. Comes in white or black. I got the white here, of course. I do like that overall color choice. And you can buy this for $10.99 at jasonbike.com. Again, $1,099. Might be the lowest cost dual suspension e-bike you can buy today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's definitely one of the lowest, if not the lowest, on the market. So it's pretty good looking e-bike, but it is a budget e-bike, so it's got some budget parts on there. But let's take a look in terms of the specs. So we're rocking a 48 volt 13 amp hour battery here on the down tube, accessible via the folding mechanism here. Once you pop that out, open it up, and you can slide the battery out. There is a lock right there. You can see the lock, and it doesn't require the key to be in it, much like the electric XPs. So that's what you're working with there. Claim range of about 55 miles. It's probably more around 30 to 40, depending on how you ride it, of course, but that's the power source. Motor is a 750 watts rear hub motor back here, Jasion branded there, and 1200 watts peak, 75 newton meters of torque for this X-Hunter. They claim a top speed of 28 miles an hour. We'll check that out during the road test. And what else? We got mechanical disc brakes. Nothing too crazy here. With 160 millimeter rotors to round that out. Payload wise, you're looking at 330 pounds for a rider weight. Pretty beefy rack back there, so I'm sure that's included as well. The weight of the e-bike is 71 pounds, and the minimum seat height 30 inches. I got it kind of high, as you can see there, but it does go pretty low if you pop it down there. So it's pretty low seat height. Let's do a little walk around here. You got the front light there. There is a rear brake light as well. Here's a shot at that. 20 by 4 inch knobby tires. I think those are Chow Yangs. But yeah, it's pretty decent looking e-bike. Again, for the money, right? $10.99 for dual suspension. Folding fat tire is a pretty good price for what you're getting here. Here's a look at your handlebar setup. Pretty basic stuff. 7-speed Shimano shifter, half-switch throttle, basic grips. You got a light and a horn, and your control pad here, plus up, down, and then mode for turning the bike on and off. Here is your display. You've got voltage on display by tapping the M key. Let's see. There's the voltage there, as you can see. It's listed under power. So that's good to have. Same display as my old S-Pen e-bikes. This one's better though, because it shows voltage overall. But that's what you're working with. Let's get it out on the road and see what it can do. Alrighty, backers, we're on this Jasion X-Hunter. I just unlocked the speed by going into the settings. P08 was set at 32 kilometers per hour. I pumped it up to like 60. So should be a pretty fast e-bike at this point. We're getting ready for Halloween already. Let's go do a speed test and check this thing out. This is dual suspension, first dual suspension I've ever gotten, actually, or one of, but 20 by 4 anyway. There are nicer versions of this, like the Polarna and the Vidalon, and I think the Engwe has one too, with hydraulic brakes. So this just says mechanical. All right, let's put this thing in PS1. So again, I did unlock it already. We're doing 8 miles an hour. make it 9. PS2, we're doing 12.3.4. PS3, let's bump it up to 14.5 or 7. There's 15 almost. Let's do PS4. That's 17.5. PS5, here we go. Comes that power. I turn the corner here and then try to hit top speed. Oh, we got a okay, we're at 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, there's 28. Nice. Didn't bring my phone with the GPS, but yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. Let's try the full throttle here. Going up the hill here. Alright, full throttle. Let's do a speed test there. 25 already. 27, 28, 29, 29.4, 29.6, and this flat stretch. Nice. Gotta love it. Let's hit those brakes. All right. Let's go do our hill test and see how she does. It has been raining non-stop for like 5 days. Rained all day today. Now the sun's finally out. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So finally get a chance to get on the e-bikes again. All right, we're just gonna do full throttle up this hill. I was in the e-bike accident recently. I was on a Suron actually, test riding one real quick. Fell off a Suron, guys, so my hip is pretty bruised, and I don't feel like pedaling right now, but I can throttle, sit on the bike. So I'm healing. It's like day 10 now, but it's been a rough stretch the last week and a half. But just glad I'm able to get back on the bike and continue to do my job here for you guys on the channel. So, all right, 17 miles an hour, 750 watts, doing pretty good so far. I'm impressed after unlocking it. Okay, here's where we start to drop. 15, 14, 13, 12, there's 11, there's 10, there's 9, there's 8, 7 point, it's 6.3, 0.2, 5.8, wow, okay. Did not give it any help there, but it made it up the hill just fine. So, I gave it a decent score there. All right, let's go do a downhill run and test out the brakes. Okay, here we go. 20/4-inch tires, knobby tires here. I'll call out speeds as we go down. We're at 21. As we get there around this corner down here, it's when we start to pick up speed. Here we go. 24, 27, 29, 30, 31, 31.6. Leveling out a bit. Coming to the home stretch here. There's 30 again. 31, 32. Hit the brakes. Alright, mechanical disc brakes. 100 their rotors. Stop just fine. Adequate brakes. Nothing to write home about. They're not bad brakes. They're not great brakes. They're just adequate. They stop you. Let's go wrap this up, and I'll give you my likes and dislikes for the Jasion X-Hunter. Alright, there's your Jasion X-Hunter. Decent looking e-bike. let's go over my legs first. I love the speed. Got it unlocked, and it's now 29 miles an hour with throttle. You got to be in PS5 to get that, though. It is throttle limited. If you're in PS1, you're only going whatever PS1 gives you. Dual suspension, great. Seat's pretty comfy. It's a nice big plush seat. I rarely say that on these budget e-bikes. Love the paint job. Don't like the mechanical brakes. The handlebar stem, you know, I'd probably swap that out for a BMX. And there's definitely some ghost pedaling at the higher speeds, so you might need a bigger chain ring down there. But it's got voltage on the display, which I love. The grips suck, of course, and just a very straight handlebar. Kind of ugly, but for $10.99, I mean, it's hard to complain about it, particularly when you can unlock it to get 29 miles an hour. Of course, you got the key down there. It's got to stay there. This is always an annoying thing for some people. The shock's pretty stiff. I'm sure you could swap that out if you want to. But yeah, for $10.99, Jasion is a pretty good value overall. So as long as you can live with the mechanical brakes, that's really the worst part of the e-bike. Maybe that stem too. This e-bike is for you. So check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And thanks for watching Crisscrossed. Catch you next time.